Alright, I'm good. Let's keep it rolling. Well, shoot. That's one way to start it. Alright, give me a second. Hold on. Hold on a second. That is definitely one way to start it. Alright, once again, we're going to be taking on the MSQ today. Expect me to just be hammering through the story here each stream. Also, I will say, I will make the decision if this expansion is a good expansion or not. I've been hearing a lot of controversy about this expansion. I've heard some people say it's not the best. I heard some people say it was really good. I heard some people say it starts out really bad but gets really good. And I heard some people say it's just whatever all over the place. And I've heard some people don't like certain characters, but I heard some people like these characters. So I'm not listening to anyone's opinion on this. I'm gonna play through this expansion myself and I will have my conclusive idea of who and what I think of this once the credits roll. At least when the credits roll. So right now, I'm very excited to see where this goes. It's a whole brand new start of a journey. And I'm just very curious of what new arc they're trying to set up here. And if this expansion is going to be anywhere on the list of expansions that we have already. Without further ado, I say let's go ahead and get this started. I am starting out in my apartment, obviously, instead of my house, but it's whatever. I guess I should just go as my gunbreaker for this quest. So where is it at? The Northern Empty, obviously. Should I repair my gear before anything? I think I should repair my gear before anything. I'm so excited to start a new story. It's been a while. It feels like it's been all eternity. All right, I'm good. Let's keep it rolling. Well, shoot. That's one way to start it. Alright, give me a second. Hold on. Hold on a second. That is definitely one way to start it. Let's keep it rolling. Let's go DawnTrail and then shuts down on me. I was hyping it up too. I was hyping it. Everything should be fine. Is everything looking good on y'all's end? Yep. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. I want to make sure everything's all good on y'all's end too. That's a little embarrassing. Not gonna lie. Let's get it rolling. Role play again. Let's go. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's go. I'm ready. About Destiny and Enix? Yes. A new world to explore. Oh, I just remembered. I gotta do reading for you guys again. It's been a little minute. Sujika has a message for you. Welcome back, Anthony. I just had word from Aaronville. It seems he's managed to secure a passage to Krile aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. London Bridge is falling down. By the way, we're gonna be saying that throughout the entire time because I've been saying that off stream and on stream. London Bridge is falling down. You guys can thank Dine for bringing that up. Need a new voice for each NPC? I'll do my best. Oh, you sing it too? Nice. Well, like I said, I'm gonna be singing it throughout the entirety of this playthrough. Ochika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at the moment's notice. I was expecting voices, but it's okay. The only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself. I actually saw him out in the docks, looking out in the water by himself. Oh, hey, Wuk Lamet. Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaners Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Krile. There will be other passengers, researchers, and artisans, and the like. So we'll need to share deck a space. Oh, deck space. That's fine, Erenville. I doubt anyone expected we have a ship all to ourselves, right? They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now's the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Krile, yes? We've not forgotten. It's only been a few months, by the way. The nation of Tulilao is the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support you bid to become the Dawnservent. In addition to that, Alpha and I have another objective. Oh, you know what? This is the first time I get to see these models updated too. And it's actually kind of interesting seeing these characters updated. As part of its reconstruction, Gollermo seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with his neighbors. By visiting Krile, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabard. That's right. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. In game, it's only been 6 months since a realm were born. Of course, we remember. Still blows my mind about that. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Krile? Yes. As far as we can determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawnservent. Yet oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. And she's wearing it right there. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with the interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the third promise has commanded that I serve as a guide. Interesting. Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Boys sail and let the wind take us as she pleases. We won't make you a Dawnservent by standing here and talking about it. I go wheresoever adventure is to be found. Well, we're definitely not gonna make you a Dawnservant by standing here. Ha! Man of action. Right then, if all is still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Bye, Ochika. See you later. Probably won't be seeing you in a while, to be honest, because we get a new hub area.
「 Final Fantasy XIV DawnTrail 第1話 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 Final Fantasy XIV DawnTrail
Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
Oh yeah, I'm all good. Let's go. No, they really haven't said anything about the passage of time. I wish they did confirm the passage of time.
Does our ship cast off from the docks.
Oh,
We
Gratia.
sail west, as Cattenram
Bruh,
did some 80
no.
years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Wuk Lamet.
Pretty. This music.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now. and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own. Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
On the map, it didn't show that it was so far away. Okay, speak with your shipmates. I just noticed my earring is not in the right earring that it's supposed to be. There we go. Fixed. Alright, you know what I gotta do. I gotta talk to everybody. Have you spoken with our shipmates? Tural is still a good distance away, and it might be a pleasant way to pass the time. In order to fit in the 14 timeline, this journey takes 20 minutes. I mean, yeah, if you look at it that way. Wuk Lamet. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Oh, she's so focused. Alize. I can feel my edge start to dull on these long sea voyages. How about some light sparring later? Yeah, sure, we can do that. Bonjin Tain? Oh, this will be my first visit to Tural. 14 times the name. I was working at Ashtime's Aesthetics in Yulda. You see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlian in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger has suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawnservent welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tulioli seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Aw. Yo, Drim and Nero, hey, how's it going? Yes, I am starting the MSQ today. Okay, well yeah, let's go ahead and talk to these two. I see you in Eosia before. You're a great and famous hero. I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eosians coming to Tural, it became impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our war band has fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. Oh, this is probably his home. Retired mercenary, burly adventurer. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Quintanaram, you know, the first Eosian to set foot in Tural almost 80 years ago. The Momoja leader is said to have welcomed Kataram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back. The real treasure is the friends we made along the way. Popotos and tomatoes and corn, which spread across Eosia like wildfire. His grand adventure led to culinary revolution. The tales say Kataram returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even the seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. Oh, okay, I see. So he claims, you see me playing it right now. Lalafelian Gleaner. Our Aaronville was looking for a passage to Toriel, so I managed to squeeze his party aboard one of our chartered vessels. As fortune would have it, we had just scheduled an expedition to Toriel. Okay. Well, hold on, I gotta find Alphino. Where's Alphino? Oh, there he is. I told this vessel has been equipped with a barrier generator to protect it from storms. A reassuring thought, though I nevertheless pray there will be no need for it. I agree. Wait, can I talk to Aaronville before? Oh, passage to O'Sharlian. That's interesting. I was gonna try to see if we could talk to Aaronville, but I guess not. An adventurer, I presume? I'm a merchant myself based on Yul'Dan. Specialty imports and exports, Eosian and Torieli both. If this is your first crossing the Salts, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eosia are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Makote, the Patsero, the Hrothgar, the Exbaral. Not because every member of given clan is of the same race, mine, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Oh, that's interesting. So I wonder if you were playing as a Hrothgar or a Makote, or shoot, even a female Hrothgar or a Viera or something. I wonder if they will actually bring up some of that stuff if you were actually one of these other characters of the other races. Because usually they like to throw in small stuff like that, and that's what makes me really appreciate it. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will set next in the Dawnservent's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession, your young Wuk Lamet being one of them, of course. But from what Momojal Blanc was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. Isn't the third promise Aaronville, or did Aaronville say someone else was the third promise that he had the... No, he's the third promise. Oh, you've seen 2 parts where they comment depending on your class. I see. Wuk Lamet is the third promise? Oh, they don't have a lot of faith in her? Really? Oh, that's lame. Oh yeah, that's right. Aaronville is escorting or like sending a guide for Wuk Lamet. That's right. Oh, that's lame that no one has any faith in her. That's sad. The Aaron boy. Did you learn anything of interest? Yeah, I learned lots of stuff actually. Oh, I hadn't heard about the clan names. You know, funny enough, I was gonna say that. We should have Wuk Lamet and Aaronville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
Oh.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erenville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Viera live there?
The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
We're in the teeth of a narrow, lads! Reef that sail before the mast snaps!
We already got a fight?
Oh dear.
Only hold that watch! This wind's too strong to take in this... Ah! I'm going off the mast! We need help! Get him below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
Yeah, we're gonna have to clean up whatever
The
mess.
ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning.
Wait, did Alphino save her from falling off? Or did they both fall off?
Extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease.
Oh, the Leviathan.
Wuk Lamet, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
Oh. Poor girl.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Some ginger ale. Yeah, I don't know nothing about seasickness. I've never had it too. But I have heard it's terrible. Oh yeah, I know ginger ale helps out a whole lot. I love drinking ginger ale just because of anything.
Joining us for some fresh air?
Oh yeah.
Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Can't be much farther now, can it?
You feeling any better?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts.
They make ginger gum and chews? Oh, I didn't know that.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Someone grab a bucket. Oh, this poor girl. For a moment, I thought they were gonna play the CG cutscene. I was like, well, this is a first, but no.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Yeah, we're in the summer episode. The beach episode.
Look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we have come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Pretty. Yeah, this is why I'm here. I'm here to help out Wuk Lamet. Anything she needs. This song sounds oddly familiar. And not the song I was expecting.
gods. I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
That is a unique color for them.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out, or...?
I bet no.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
Yeah, we got VIP passes. Whoa, look at that guy. Fancy.
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
Yeah, that is some fancy armor you got there, buddy.
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawnservent. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihyolal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Ooh, very fancy music. 5 minutes later, the Scions get deported and Wuk Lamet fails her quest for the throne. That'll be very sad.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Tulihyolal. I'm gonna have to make sure I get that right. Alright, we finally landed here. What do they even call this place? Yoktal? Oh, what the heck is that? Oxtalau? Where's that even at? Oh, this is a location that I have not atoned yet. Ooh, pretty. Okay, spoilers. Alright. Krile, what you got to say? Krile. I wonder what kind of trouble those soldiers are expecting. It's so nice to feel that unfamiliar breeze again. I wasn't sure my stomach would make it. What an amazing city. As lively as Yulda and even more colorful. Okay, according to Erinville, the Vanu I thought I saw belongs to the clan known as the Hanu Hanu. It seems they share more than a physical resemblance. Cheating use nicknames for all of the maps. Welcome to Tuli. Oh, is that what we're calling it now? Tuli? Well, despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. You have arrived to Tuli. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor at the Scholar's Harbor at Old Charlie. Cool. Alright. And... job change. Okay, the nation of Tuliyola. While being on a solid ground has improved Wuk Lamet's mood, her stomach appears to be lagging behind. Okay. Right then, first things first. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of secession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha! We were wondering who these strange folk were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers? Wuk Lamet, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of secession. Ugh. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. Wow, that's a really cool looking female Hrothgar. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency too, huh? Command a respectful distance, but you and you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Wuk Lamet is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station, surrounded by this many outsiders, is bound to draw a crowd, especially with the Scions. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups so as attracted to less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. And then you and Krile can come with me. Okay, I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on us, all of us. So take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Okay. Enjoy your wanderings. Will do. Thank you. Perhaps we should wait a bit. At least until Wuk Lamet nausea subsides. Okay. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. London Bridge is falling down. Okay. No one knows the Scions here? You're just a guy holding the puke bucket? Tuliyola isn't going anywhere. Let's give Wuk Lamet a little more time. Oh yeah, I definitely think she needs some time, so she can take some time. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Erenville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with the shallow drafts can navigate the bay. Mostly small fishing boats and barges of ferry cargo up and down the rivers from the inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Wuk Lamet, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring merchant markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Wuk Lamet and Krile will follow you around. Okay. Yeah, I already know about that. Well, first, Tulioli is like my own garden. I could lead you around with my own eyes open, closed. If this tour were a ship, it would be plain sailing all the way. Ugh, the word ship alone is enough to curdle my stomach. Wandering around the city is so exciting. Unfamiliar wonders everywhere we look. Yep. Okay, where should we go? Tiny crow. Look at her. I like her brush. Her brush is so nice looking compared to what we've been getting. This is Bayside Bebby, Tulioli's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh right, I should mention that here in Tuliol, we buy things with Pale, a currency that Pulu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eosia, so most shops are happy to accept your guild. There's also a Wachu Miki? I'll try to get it. Another market is to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first, okay? Wachu Kiki, maybe. Next we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Okay. Where the market board at? Okay, I guess while I'm here, can I attune to these crystals while we're at it? Wachu Miki? Wachu Meki? Is that how you pronounce it? What? It sounds like what you makey. I mean, I guess I should just go grab. Well, let's just go along with the game. What do you think of that, eh? It's pretty. Goodness me, you have aetherites in Tulioli? I think I told you before, but my brother Kuana has spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of the aetherite construction. Papa warned to the idea of once and had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side, right at the top of the gate, which leads to Oxtual. Okay. Let's make a stop to the Bright Bloom post on the way. Though that's the headquarters for the Landsguard. Alright. Oh, well, looky who's here. Well, hey there, Jag. Good to see you here, Fancy. Where's my... Good to see ya. Let me attune to this crystal. Well, nice to see you visit me for our first playthrough of this. Okay. It's so pretty. Let me look at it. Ooh. I like this one. Bye, Jag. Oh. Alright, where did we go next? Over there in that direction. Should I just go grab that one at the what you makey? Yeah, let's go grab that one while we're here. God, so my stomach is on fire. Is these the tacos? And I love it. That is a really big taco. I want one. Script exchange, okay. So yeah, this is giving me a good idea of what everything is and where it's at so that I can get it later. I'll make sure I'm not missing anything else. I know there's these other ones. There's that one, so... I'm gonna get those other ones later. We don't have to try getting them all right now. Yeah, same here. I always forget so much whenever a new expansion comes out too. The Ether Compass. That's right. That's in the collection. Yeah. Oh. I completely forgot about this. Alright, let me throw this on the hotbar. Yep. I'm gonna have to throw that on there. Thanks for reminding me that. Because I totally forgot about the Ether Compass too. It made it so much harder that it was moved somewhere else. But I think it's good that they moved it, so it's not taking up inventory space. Make sure you attune to the Aetherite. I don't fully understand how it works, but I do know you'll regret it if you forget. I definitely agree. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Okay, yeah, I can see how wide it is right here. Thank goodness for Aetherites. Though I don't share Wuk Lamet's dislike of the ships, I am not especially eager to make that voyage again. Oh, really? Krile didn't like it either. Okay. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wuk Lamet gets her endless endurance. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you're walking around a lot, you probably get so used to it too. Guess this is just a cool little hangout spot. Or maybe it'll come to play later. Sure, it'll probably come to play later. But I will say, this place it feels a lot bigger. Like a lot bigger. Maybe it's just me, but it feels a lot bigger than Charlian. Or any other starting hub area. But maybe it's because we've gotten so used to teleporting everywhere. There it is. I can attune to it. Nice. Got that one. What is this, a training area? That's what it looks like it. Yeah, this definitely looks like a training area. Here we are. Bright Bloom Post. The soldiers stationed here as responsible for defending Trilliol and preserving the peace. The Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoral Ja took over as a commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawnservent in martial strength. Ooh. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Oh. Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishment later. Alphino and Alice should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I show you the Skygate. It's right at the northern end of Tallenmark. Okay. Mobile Jaw. Okay. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to the match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yak Hoi. Strictly speaking, Toral is actually two separate continents. Yak Toral, the southern lands of the mother, and Zak Toral, the northern lands of the father, which lies beyond the bridge. Legends say it is used by one great landmass, but long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale. I will put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. Okay, but getting back to Zaktal, those lands are also part of the Tuliyolau nation, correct? I'm gonna get these down. That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the people of 2 continents into a single nation. The many clans of Toral have have been at war for generations. It's only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing my aspirations. Oh, no, I'm curious of both. Crossing the bridge to Zaktoral requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawnservent, but until then, you'll just have to wait. Interesting. I'll hold you to that, and I'll make sure you win. Mark my words. I wish we could go there right now. I like this one. Number 2. I'll make sure that you win, so we can get across there. You really mean that? Woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. You'll have to. I'll be reading them aloud often. But yeah, that's true. Tired from all this walking? Take a moment to rest, and we'll continue the tour. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliyola isn't unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Is that a weapon? What item level it is? 645? I think all my weapons are like, yeah, it ain't gonna do me any good. I got higher level weapons. Creation stories are often rooted in true events. Given the similarities, could it be that Toreal's legend was inspired by Heidelin's clash with Zodiac? Maybe. Okay, a city of stairs. Wuk Lamet is ready to commence the second half of your Toreal tour. We'll head west next, towards the Arc of the Dawn. The derangeable landing is on its way. Oh, you have derangeables too. Tuliyola certainly doesn't want for a method to travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. Okay. The Arc of Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Sure. I'm gonna stay as Viper for now, because I want to try to get it close to where my Gunbreaker is. I'm gonna keep them all even, in a sense. Kind of. I know Sage is kind of falling behind, but it's okay. It's a healer. He'll be able to keep up really easily. Oh yeah, definitely. That's one thing that I am very much wanting to focus on once I finish off this expansion. So just like you jumping on Crafters and Gatherers, I'm gonna be doing the exact same thing. I need to jump on to doing it. But I will wait until I finish the story. I hope you aren't too tired. Tuliyola still has plenty of sights to see. Nope, I'm still good to go. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of the mountain. This was originally the site of Yakhoi Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Zaktoral to appease the gods who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After the Yakhoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Toral. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliyola. We climbed these sets of stairs here, all the way up. Well, gee, they got residential housing here, but where is it at everywhere else? I don't see it anywhere else. By the time we get to the end, we'll have 3 classes level to 100. Yeah, that's what I expect to do because I did it with Endwalker. With Endwalker, I was able to get 3 of my jobs to 190. That's higher up. Now, I'm gonna try to be wiser with my experience points this time around. Pick a job for the main MSQ each expansion and stick to it. Well, I did that with Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers was the only one that I had 1 class that I played for the entirety of the MSQ. But every other one I had like at least 2 or 3. Okay, discuss the palace. Okay, Papa's palace is called the Volok Shunsna, which roughly translates to invisible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. I'm guessing that's where we saw in the trailer. Or not the trailer, but the CGI movie. The sheer scale of this palace is incredible. I wonder what the carving at the top represents. Looks like a bird. Okay, well, let's attune to this first. She said we'll come back later, but I'm attuned to it since we're already here. Cool. Balak Shuna. Attuned. It's way over there, but at least I will get the Aetheryte when I get there. I wonder, could I jump off this? I can. And they did it too. Okay, cool. I think I can squeeze through all of this. We should be fine if I go this way. His name is Beta Brick? The Moblin style building home is designed to keep shady cool while the Tulilal building homes keep airy light. Both together would surely make for the ultimate comfy rest. Okay. Can't believe his name is Beta Brick. Alright, we're taking a shortcut, guys, so don't mind me. All we gotta do is just jump people's yards and we should be good. Oh look, we made it. Pretty sure that's not what we're supposed to do, but I'm doing it anyways. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, see, that's the reason why I decided to do 3 classes each expansion. It's far more better to try to rotate 3 classes, especially with the experience points they give us. I feel like that was like the original intent. How rude of me. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all of Yogg-Toal clans. Momojal, Exojal, Pluo, Moblin, and Hano. We also have Tonawata and Hitasaro and Shatana, who moved south from their ancestral lands of Yogg-Toal. In essence, it's gathering of people from every corner of Toral. A true representation of Tuliyolo, a diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eccentric cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. Okay. See? I feel like she wanted us to go through everyone's yards there. Now, this is one of the reasons why I get so good at pronouncing a lot of these places. It's because I read it out loud to you guys and I hear it in game how it's said. So that's how I learn how to pronounce them. It's got a huge drum. What drum? Oh, that. That big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it from the formal occasions, like when honoring the land's guard's return from the dangerous duty. Oh, okay. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. earned me a proper scolding. Let me tell you, I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. I mean, I'm pretty sure you should have known not to do that. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such as an instrument? Okay, well, the alpaca handler, where's the chocobos? I was expecting chocobos and they told me it's alpacas instead. What the heck? Alpacas? Where my chocobo at? Welcome, if you're an alpaca you need, then look no further. Before we get you saddled up, I need you to add your name to our register. It'll make things smoother the next time you need a ride. Hire an alpaca porter? Okay, sure. I'm afraid I can't lend you an alpaca if you can't tell me where you're heading. Each alpaca stop offers several different routes. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much like the chocobos in other places. Alpacas are better. You just like how cute they are. Look at them. Sleeping. Okay, guard. Wow, they're really guarding this place. You know, let's run. Come on, everyone. Let's get to moving. Move those tiny legs. Let's go. Move it, move it, move it, move it. Single file line. Look at Krile just running. Trying to do her best keeping up. Let's go, everyone. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, we're here. No more running. We're good. And here are our derangeables. Not bad, eh? Here, other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you will only find balloons and Tulio Lal. We have them for the exact same reason as the ether rides. Kohana brought back the plans from Sharlayan, and Papa thought them as fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. Okay. But that's enough about derangeables. The Ark of the Dawn awaits. Cool. Okay, can I see these? Interesting. Hot air balloons. No airships, but hot air balloons with wings on it. I guess we'll see it take flight later. I mean, at least go attune to this ether ride first. Yeah, we went right to Old Sharlayan. But you know, you do have a point though, because all the other expansions, it took you a while to get to the main hub area, like the first hub area. For some reason, you had to go through like a whole line of quests. But Endwalker and Dawntrail had you go straight to the new hub area pretty quickly. While I remember insanely specifically with Stormblood, you had to do like a whole number of quests before you can even get to Kugane. And that was pretty insane. This is it, the Ark of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as Yoctoral Landgate, but when Papa found Tuliyola, everyone began using its present name in honor of its great achievement. Through this gate is Kazumauka. I almost said Kazuya from like Tekken. The wetlands is south of the city. Depending on what the Rite of Secession asks us, we might end up going in that direction. Kazumayaka, the name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we just passed earlier? You mean the alpacas? Look at that fluffy little fur and all that, with the derpy face. Ah, those are alpacas, fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Krile. You'll learn soon enough. She must have had a bad experience with one. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Dun, 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 dun. Are these pillars what Wuk Lamet wanted to show us? They tell a story. In some kind of way. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliyollal, then look no further. Now these stone pillars, you mean? This spot captures Krile's attention. A saga in stone. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. London Bridge is falling down. I suppose we ought to do as Wuk Lamet suggests. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder. Yeah, I'm good. Why would I want to set a duty finder right now? Yeah, for all the story skippers. Which is crazy. Why would you skip story? Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Momojaw. Oh, then this must be... That's right, it follows the explicit of my father, Gulul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliyollal saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tuliyollal came to be. Study them as long as you like. Well, thanks. Wait, they want us to actually look at it? I mean, I don't mind it. Oh, what is this? Well, this is different. Lay of the Brotherhood. This pillar tells the Lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scenes where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer, Kit something. I can't never remember the name. You mean Kitaram? Ah, that's the one. Kitaram's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Kitaram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then assumed he was lost at sea. Okay. Just kind of curious because I was thinking, like, what type of race is he? Lay of Reeds. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hano and their village in Kazumauka. The people of Alphino almost mistook the Vano, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vano and the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vano, but our Hano are bright and cheerful sorts. They host this one festival every year, very famous, and had a lot of fun. Well, the Vano where we came from summoned a primal that we had to fight. Yeah, let's talk to Wuk Lamet real quick. The 4 stones closest to us covered the first half of Papa's travels. Let's start with those. Okay. Let's see. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kazumauka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Okay. Clearly, the Banu aren't the only people with distinct Turial counterparts. This one recounts the Lay of Repass. As you could probably tell, the figure depicted here is the Exabral like me. For decades, the Exabral and Momoja were at war for control of the forests of Yaktal. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Truli Yolao. There's a clan of Rothgar and Boja known as the Helions. In their society, the women ruled as queens and the men served as devoted subjects, right? Yet here in Turial, Exbral men and women appear to be at equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. That's definitely true. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Yep, let's go. Lay of Gold. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pilo, whose homeland is the Yorkopaka. Having created our currency, the Pilo are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Yolao's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Turial. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beast masks, they're clever and calculating traders. That's a Lalafell for you. Let me see what she says first. And these 4 comprise of the rest of the saga. Okay. Lay of Ice. Oh, this one's my favorite. The Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Turial Beedrill and Valley Gormada. Didn't we fight a Beedrill, I believe, in the Viper quest? The Valley Garmanda is... I think that's the trial. First trial or something. I should explain. A Turial Beedrill is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to their preternatural power. Totaro described the Far Eastern species in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valley Garmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visit upon Turial every time it stirred from its slumber. Okay. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end after a great struggle. Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Beedrill and sealed it away in the Yorpaka Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valley Gormanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Turial's nation emblem and adorning the banners of the palace. Yeah, maybe that was the creature that's on top of the palace where the Dawnservent currently lives right now. Bleak pillar. Blank pillar. Oh, this one's unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliola's history, whatever that may be. The next Dawnservent, I'm pretty sure. Lay of proof. Ah, the lay of proof. That big fella is of Yakhoi, the largest of Troia's people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yogg-Trail. Having brought the southern reaches to a heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Yogg-Trail. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they've conquered and withdraw into the mountains of Yorkapaka. I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Toriali's history? How'd you feel of history then? Yes, thank you. Maybe one more look. No. Yes. Yeah, maybe something had drawn them away. They probably had like some type of conflict or something happening. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. Is it tacos? I like the sound of that. Oh, we're gonna have a big, fat, juicy taco, aren't we? That taco's gonna be the size of my head, maybe even bigger. And the music just ramped up. Why not Tifa? I really was not expecting this music to be so jazzy. You have attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Tuliyola. Sweet. I can fast travel now. Wait. Oh, they're probably over here. Oh, nope. Where my tacos at? Oh, they're up here. No one was expecting jazzy. They did a good job on surprising us there with that then. Because I certainly wasn't expecting it. I can see how it happened to everybody else too. What a lovely establishment. I'm reminded of the Bismarck in Limsa Laminza. Oh yeah, it kind of is like that. Have you ever had tacos? They're Tulial's classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. Oh yes, definitely. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at Balyataz Best. And I need one right in front of me now, like right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order at Old Brokovui. Okay. Oh yeah, I love tacos. I'm down for a taco. Let's go, tacos. Tacos. I could definitely go for a nice, big, juicy taco. Every dish looks delicious. At the risk of sounding like Wuk Lamet, the mere sight of so much fine cuisine is making me nervous. Or ravenous. Oh, she's going crazy. This is Baroque Evo, the owner. Don't let his unassuming appearance fool you. When it comes to making tacos, he's the greatest artisan in all of Torral. Okay. Give me your finest taco.
Brook Evo!
Oh, that's how you say it. Broke Evo.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
you, I promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Zoom in on the grapes? Okay, I'll do that after this cutscene.
Did you hear the silver scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawnservent would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils. Oh!
Oh no, not the taco. Did you just...
Oh!
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh! No...
Bro, he just stepped all over our tacos.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuk Lamet is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
You're wanting to talk. Who's these two behind you, buddy?
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us. Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawnservent?
Yeah, I figured.
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family.
Oh. So they're not a promise?
Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawnservent.
Oh, they are.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
Yeah. Come on, dude. I took on 3 gods. You don't want to take this.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Like, seriously. We took on, like, 3 gods. Like, this guy doesn't have a chance.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Yeah, it was very bright right there for a second.
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common.
So why he was born with two? Were they supposed to have twins and it was a mistake or something? He seems nice now.
The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa,
Oh.
and the Dopro.
Oh. So he's a mutt.
Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa.
Right.
The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Actually, yeah, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, oh no, my bad. That is rude. But it is lore. Good lore. Good lore. Interesting lore. But dang, I should not say that. That's my bad.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Hold on, my phone's ringing.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuk Lamet know.
Alvado's voice sounds a little different. Like deeper.
Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
No, get the tacos now and we can go over there. We can eat it on the way there and probably eat it at the palace. It's fine. I'm getting my tacos.
So it goes.
Yeah, we can eat and walk. Get the tacos. It's a little ways off. Well, at least she's picking up those, but... Always laughing and smiling he is. Well, you could definitely say jolly in that sense. The grapes... Wait, people were upset about the grapes, so they made fun of it and they changed the shape. They made it perfectly round now. Okay, I remember hearing about that. I'm going back in chat as well. They'll be sorry they changed them when 20 years from now their real grapes are cubes. Okay. Let's see. Brakova's lovely made tacos went to waste. It is all that brutish Bakul Jaja's fault. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I gotta go take a look at these grapes real quick. Oh yeah, they all are round. But they look... They don't look too bad. They definitely decided not to make them pyramid shape no more. Or cone shape. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Twilight cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alpha and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Repleasant Quarter or even the eastern side of Talonmark if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of how the city is laid out, I'll let you find your way to Valak Shuna. Ah, my poor empty belly. Don't worry, I know exactly how you feel because I was looking forward to those tacos too. But like I said, I don't understand why they can't just, you know, eat and walk. It looks like it's a ways off. I could totally finish off those tacos before we even reach the palace. Warrior Light can stop off at Taco Bell on the way back from the palace. Ooh. Hold on, my brother. Don't mind me, man. I'm just checking out your armor. Fancy armor you got there. Oh, Aaronville. Do you have a better feel for the city now? Yep, I got an idea. There are so many narrow, winding streets, but even if you get lost, all you have to do is keep heading up and you'll arrive at the palace eventually. Yep. Alphino, what are you thinking about? We saw a two-headed Momojaw on our way here, another claimant in the right of succession according to Aaronville. The food is amazing, thanks for rubbing it in, Alize. A passing Momojaw let us try a fruit called Chimera, and it was just sublime. Wait! So he was nice to Alize, but rude to us. Well, who doesn't like Alize actually, so I won't blame him. Yeah, Krile, like, they ate. Even on the way here, they ate. So how come we didn't get to eat? Man, let me go back and grab my tacos. I'll be back. What you want? Aaronville, you want something? Oh, wait, you already ate with them. All right, I'll get tacos for everybody but y'all. As the jazz music plays. All right, well, let's move on. You made it, good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted calibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. Well, I could ask Namakiki to cook something afterwards. Well, dang, thank you for mentioning that now. Alright, I'm gonna continue as Viper. Upon speaking to Aaronville, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Well, I got time. I have acquainted the twins with the city at best. I could in short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. So it's like herding a pair of unruly curls. Oh. Well, don't worry, we were the same way. Even went through neighborhoods. I understand all too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right then. Now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will wait to know I'm home and want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. London Bridge is falling down. Okay. Ooh, we get to see the other contestants. I'm sure of it. Wait, was that Estinian? It is Estinian. What do you do? Estinian is taking our little cutscene.
Estinian? When did he get here?
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunpurge to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
Oh, really? I mean, Estinian is pretty well attuned.
the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter. Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
Hi.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tyrell.
Oh yeah, I try to match my character all the time. You know, gotta stick with the theme and all that. If you want a supercut, I can give you that, a supercut of all the London bridges.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
Oh, that makes sense.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
Yeah, I was like, why did he call her that?
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solanesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawnservent. I
Elenash.
took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Oh, that's interesting. I need a little crown. Put it on my headphones. Just a tiny crown. Oh, maybe I'll try to get one. I'll try.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies.
Yes, sir.
Ha! Old-tempered still. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
I guess I'll see you later, Estenia. Do or do not, there's no try. Oh. The Catboy's here. And of course this guy. That's a machinist gear.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Kohona.
Oh, that's Kohona.
The third promise, Wuk Lamet. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja.
Oh, they didn't even call him the fourth promise.
You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawnservent. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyollal is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen.
And this guy.
Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyollal I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well.
Ah, I see.
Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Oh, though it seems the one head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shok Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
That's a fair point.
I offer as proof my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own four eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyollal. I travel the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, you'll need to break the seal I put in place.
Okay.
Bring them.
The Golden City has to be that technological place. Not Solution 9, but something like it. Just based off his trailer and all that. Oh.
Tuliyola saga.
And I bet you whoever wins is gonna get the empty one. Be in place. Yeah.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge.
Yeah, but you already know all the answers, so that's kind of cheating.
You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
The rite of cessation begins now. I'll be watching you progress with great interest. And Clemens, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
Wait, so they have multiple tablets? I would think. Bro, where are you going?
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Krile Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time.
Kind of figured.
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
I figured.
But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawnservent. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. But it makes sense, you know. We gotta get there first.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galov.
Bokuja would not share that information at all. I guarantee it.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Oh, heck yeah. Why you ask?
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm.
Even so, I get an adventure.
Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I want to see where this journey leads.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawnservent's revelation.
So we won't be able to join us on our journey? I know, Graha should have been here. I wish he was here. He got married between patches.
Here they come! It's Saralja! Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Saralja.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilient son, blood heir to the Dawnservent, has heard your pleas.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the Landskap.
I see.
Serelja, the Palacean. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children.
Oh. Really?
Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists.
Oh, really?
This puts him in direct opposition to Wuk Lamet, who advocates for the preservation of peace.
Right.
You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Oh, really? It's him. Okay.
Krile, are you alright?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions.
Wait, hold on. What? I thought we didn't have the echo no more. She still has it. Am I forgetting something?
Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire.
We still do? Oh, okay. That's how you know he's hot shot. He's got an assistant to talk to his plebes for him. That's definitely true. Uh-huh.
It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Yeah, I must have forgot something. That's my bad, but...
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier. The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new. You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the right of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawnservent.
Reasonable.
If you will excuse me.
And he doesn't have any allies with him.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Uh-oh, we got a Kona fan.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
Oh, he's one of your favorites too? Oh, so we got several fans. Okay.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
Right.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuk Lamet actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
Yeah, it makes sense. Oh, the music stopped for this guy. Where's Wuk Lamet?
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants. Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawnservent.
Come on, you're frightening the guy.
That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your deity.
Well said, brother.
Aww.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
Definitely not a good guy.
Chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
Oh, I can already imagine.
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawnservent, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Right.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Wait, why is everybody leaving? Wuk Lamet. Oh. Oh, she doesn't have very many supporters. That's sad.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Oh, so nice.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuk Lamet's most ardent supporters.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They came out of order. It went first, second, fourth. So they thought they just missed her. That's all? Really? That's what they thought? Oh, no. Yeah, I was just sitting there thinking, like, why is the mean guy going first? Like, what the heck? Where's Wuk Lamet at?
Apologies. It's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuk Lamet was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise. I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Oh, these people are terrible at whispering, by the way. Let me say all these terrible things out loud.
Better? Wuk Lamet. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
She holds a grudge, but I hope that those people she doesn't win. I think she's very reasonable and nice and all that. People at the office whispered the same way, so it's accurate. People are terrible at whispering if that's really the case. That's not how you whisper. Alright, Erenville, after all that, what do you think? As you just witnessed, Wuk Lamet has no great army of supporters, not yet at least. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know what drives Zoro Jaw, but it engulfs him like an inferno. That two-headed claimant Boko Jaja treats everyone around him as lesser beings. No doubt he tried to elevate the Momoja above other races should he become Dawnservent. Not unlike how the Garlean Empire afforded special status to pure-blood Garleans, right? Now that you mention it. So Kona, the second promise, is intent on developing his country by means of Sharlayan innovations. Given his background, I suppose it should come as no surprise. Yeah, I kind of figured as much too. So much for the brief reunion I have in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the Golden City. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connections to the Tulilao saga. Okay? I want to suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars. We could check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go and take a look. Alright. What about tacos? Wait. I thought we were getting tacos after this. I guess tacos gotta wait again. Alright, what's the fastest way there? The tacos! We can't forget about the tacos. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's so nice and cute. This taco stand is closed. That would really suck if that was the case. I wasn't expecting events to progress that quickly, but I won't complain. The contest is the main reason we're here after all, right? An adventure. I won't give up until we find the Golden City, for Wuk Lamet as well as myself. You know, the first thing I'm gonna say is that I'm really enjoying that it's a much more smaller scale. Like, I know that we announced in a live letter and all that it's not gonna be really like world-ending events and stuff like that. But I'm actually really happy that it's back to a more smaller scale, because, you know, after saving the world for 2 expansions, it's kind of been a little bit overwhelming. I mean, I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I kind of wanted to dial it back, you know? The preparations of intricacy carved tablets for every claimant must have taken considerable effort and forethought. We should consider them weighty reminder that this contest is no lighthearted matter. Yeah, true. At a glance, they seem much the same. That makes everyone. Wuk Lamet, the tablets, if you would. Of course. Everyone has a tablet? Then let us compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. Wait, hold on a second. My guy's holding a burger. It's not holding swords. Wait, is that a taco on his head? Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So now that we established that the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawnservent said we were to retrace the path he walked in uniting Tural's people, and that we would encounter 7 electors along the way. But good thing Wuk Lamet remembers the history and all that. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Trolleyal saga. The events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for a lector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of the Reeds was in a nearby Hano settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during the festival season and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of the Gold, the one involved in Pulo village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about the storm we passed through at sea. Apparently it was ravaged Yoktal Krile several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea, they're more susceptible to damage from the natural disasters. If we want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. If it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. I don't think you gotta do that. It would be prudent to ensure we prepare for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. Alrighty then. Man, it's so helpful knowing that there's a lot of people right here, obviously. But this quality of life feature makes everyone leave has been a godsend. Oh, such lovely little cottages. They're on the water. Wuk Lamet said she would bring the information to us. I wonder what she meant by that. I don't know. What a comfort to have our belongings sorted in advance. That's right, the reservation is under Wuk Lamet's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet us outside of Bal Yav Tai. It's a very nice quality of life thing. Greetings, visitors to Tuliyollal, and welcome to the Four Rod Cabins. Whenever you're ready, I'll show you to your rooms. I'm guessing this is the inn here. Tashi told me that the inns here are gonna be very nice, so my expectations are pretty high. Innkeep. Welcome, sir. Would you be making use of your cabin? Yes. Certainly. Stay as long as you wish. Oh, wow. This is... This is actually pretty nice. Wow, if we even got a little patio to step out on, bro. It's starting to really feel like a vacation now. Hold on a second. Get on the bed. Get on the bed. Get on the. There we go. Those. Yeah, vacation. Yeah, I was having a little trouble there for my bad. Tashi spoiled it, unforgiving? No, I think it's fine, you know. He just said it was very nice, but like this is a lot nicer than I was expecting. Not gonna lie. A lot nicer. Where's Arbor at? I don't, yeah, where's our little ghost friend that just creeps up on us every once in a while for a cutscene? No. No, I'm glad no one really spoiled me of anything, which is good. Keep everything as it is. But I really like this inn. It looks nice. Alright, moving on. Might as well tell me what the ending is. No, please don't tell me the ending. Yeah, it seems like most people are really good at spoilers, which I'm very thankful for. Really? See, I don't like it when anybody just starts spoiling stuff out of no good reason. Like, why? Trust you be the keenest to head out, Anthony. Mm-hmm. Look, sunrise is just now coming up. But where's Aaronville and Wuk Lamet, I wonder? Oh, good. You're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we're thinking to visit. Oh, okay. I gave you credit for taking the initiative, at least. What do you mean, at least? I'm honored that the third promise would seek my advice. I, too, am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. But before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions when we need to act independently, so I brought these for the two of you. Link pearls. What is this? It's called Link Pearl, a gemstone harvest from the special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. It's like a phone. What's a phone? Don't worry about it. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. Jazz music starts playing again. Is there a reason that Pulo Pulo all wear those masks? Not that I know of. Who should we speak to first, do you think? Even up close, the Hano are remarkably similar to the Vanu, aside from those brilliant feathers, of course. Wuk Lamet may not be experienced or accomplished as her brothers, but she has an affinity for the people. For her, finding those willing to cooperate is as simple as asking. What a stroke of luck to forge this connection to the palace. May it be the beginning of a profitable partnership? Maybe. Please ask anything. I'll gladly tell you what I know. The Tulilao saga features a number of Toral clans. Two of those, the Hano Hano and Pulo Pulo, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hano are cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearances in the Lay of Reeds, and their home village of Okeano is located in Kazumaoka. The other smaller fellow is the one of Pelo, a clan of business-minded folk from Yorgo Paka. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in the Wachu on Pelo, their village. Now, as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put the adventurer's instinct of yours to work for us here, Anthony? Pick our destination. Okay, yeah, I figured that this is gonna be where the two paths is gonna go. Because they did it in Shadowbringers and Endwalker, and I figured they would do the same here. Okay, makes sense. For an embark on the trail, then right to the succession. Yeah, it's gonna work the same as how the other two expansions work. I trust your instincts. Thank you. Well, I think this is a good place to stop then. Considering that now we are hit with two choices, which is these two, I think this is the best place to stop because I am running out of time tonight. Sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. I want to keep going. I really do, but I am out of time. But I think for Thursday, we'll be able to come back and do both of these. And I don't know how far we can do on that one. But I'm enjoying my stay in Tulilao for the bit, of course, right now. So the story definitely got my interest, I would say. One other thing I will say is that I don't see the rocky start. The start seems pretty good to me. I don't see no rocky start. It seems pretty good to me. I'm enjoying it as it is. That's all I'm saying. I like to imagine that the drummer is just sitting there anticipating the end of every cutscene. Yo, he has came in every cutscene, bro. It's like, all right, is it the end? All right, I do love that.